Coming up on Lindenwood News, a man is missing after crashing a paraglider in the Missouri River. We'll have updates on the investigation. Plus, 5 comic book stores in St. Louis raised money for the Performing Arts High School shooting victims this weekend. And Lindenwood News' Lucas Bose takes a behind-the-scenes look at Lindenwood's first tailgate as a Division I school. Those stories and more ahead on Lindenwood News. Welcome to this edition of Lindenwood News. I'm Daniel Matt. A teen is fatally shot near a church in Florissant on Saturday. A 19-year-old man was helping volunteers set up for the Harvest Fest at the Calvary Bible Church of Florissant when he was fatally shot. Officials say it happened around 1:30 in the afternoon. The pastor of the church says the teen joined the church earlier that week. The police is still in the early stages of the investigation. Authorities have not released the teen's name or a possible motive for the shooting. A man dies after being shot multiple times Sunday night. Police say the shooting happened after 10 p.m. on Pennsylvania Avenue near Gravois Park. This marks St. Louis City's 164th homicide case this year. A homicide investigation has continued into Monday afternoon. Police have yet to identify the victim, and there are no suspects at this time. A man is missing after crashing his paraglider in Washington, Missouri last week. Witnesses say they watched 35-year-old Kenny Loudermilk crash into the Missouri River last Wednesday. He did not resurface. Loudermilk and his other paraglider were flying from Defiance to Herman before getting separated. The Missouri Highway Patrol will continue the search near I-270 and Riverview. A prayer vigil is set for this Wednesday at Loudermilk's church. 3 downtown businesses were targeted by burglars early Monday morning. Simply Delicious and the 39 Castles shoe store at Pine and 11th Street had their windows smashed around 4 a.m. Monday morning. Police say a barrel was used to break into the Urban Chestnut Brew Pub on Manchester Avenue shortly after. It is not clear yet what was stolen and if these break-ins are connected. Police are still investigating. Straight ahead on Lindenwood News. 5 comic book stores in St. Louis raised money over the weekend to help the families and the victims of the Central Visual and Performing Arts High School.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
All right, let's try this.
COVID has been a really long fight, and it's been especially tough on kids.
It's been a rough transition for all of us.
Right now, as a father, I want to give the best tools to protect my kids.
So what can we do to get back to that sense of normalcy?
Many parents are asking if it is worth it to get their kids vaccinated against COVID.
The answer is absolutely yes.
My own sons, who are 6 and 8 years old, had their COVID vaccine.
It's an added layer of protection to keep kids from getting any type of severe illness or complications from a COVID infection.
A lot of parents are also wondering if the vaccines are safe.
Yes, it's safe and effective for children.
Definitely safer than a COVID infection.
Children get a smaller dosage than adults do.
So if you have questions or concerns about the vaccine, that's okay.
We're here to help.
We have the tools we need to protect kids and help them stay healthy and all get through this together.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
The state of Missouri doesn't have a red flag law, but new legislation aims to change that. A red flag law is a gun control law that allows the police to get a court order to remove a gun from a person who they think may be in danger to themselves or others. The push for this type of law was renewed after the recent shooting at the Central Visual and Performing Arts High School. The family of the shooter, 19-year-old Orlando Harris, says he bought the gun from a private seller after the FBI stopped him for buying a licensed one earlier this year. But the police could not take possession of the gun due to Missouri's lack of the red flag law. Harris killed 2 people and wounded others until the police fatally shot Harris. Over the weekend, St. Charles held their annual Pumpkin Glow. Main Street St. Charles streets were blocked off for the Pumpkin Glow. This event allows shoppers and families to safely enjoy Halloween. This event has been going on for 5 years to bring the community closer. Stores on Main even have carved pumpkins decorating their stores to celebrate. Main Street saw upwards of 30,000 people enjoying the event. Local comic book stores raised money for the victims of the Central Visual and Performing Arts High School shooting this weekend. Proceeds from sales in 5 different comic book shops were collected to benefit the families and victims. The shops that participated are Comics Headquarters, Apotheosis Comics and Lounge, All American Collectibles, Altered State Comics, and STL Comics, Toys, and more. Some of the owners say they had this idea after talking with a couple customers last week. St. Charles Main Street has many stores to check out this fall. One spot to stop into is the Main Street Bookstore. Lindenwood News' Jaden Riesecker had the chance to stop by and learn more about this St. Charles staple.
The Main Street Bookstore has become a staple of St. Charles over the years. One of the co-owners explains the origins of the store itself.
The store was founded in 1993. It was founded by Mary Fran Rash. She saw the need for a bookstore here in St. Charles. Mary Fran picked a location down the street at 621 South Main, and yeah, she tucked a cozy little bookstore in there.
After being a science teacher, owning and operating a bookstore was a new adventure for the other co-owner.
It was exciting. It was just really exciting buying this because we had never done anything like this before. My husband and I are both very technical people. This was totally different for us and turned out to be a real blessing. It's just, we love it.
Books can be used as a way to look into the life of another person and also see ourselves overcome our own obstacles.
They let us see ourselves in fantastical or realistic or impossible situations. They give us sort of a confidence boost that we can overcome anything because we see somebody like us who is doing a thing that seems hard, but they've made it through, so we can too.
The Main Street Bookstore allows people of all demographics to step into a new world through a book.
When I walk into a bookstore, I look around and I see all the books and I think there's a different story in every single one of these books. And it's a different world and it takes you to another place. And I think that is so exciting and so much fun.
The Hall family have been enjoying books for generations and through the bookstore hope to facilitate that in others.
The Main Street Bookstore has been here for almost 30 years, and they're excited to see what the future has in store. For Lindenwood News, my name is Jaden Riesecker.
We'll take a look at the weather for what may be our last warm week of the year. More on that and more after the break.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple?
Chop the pineapple.
Nope, I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay. You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope, I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
For our current conditions, we can expect some cooler temperatures Monday as this low pressure front pushes out of the area. For the rest of the week, the St. Louis area is going to be treated to some beautiful fall weather as a high pressure cold front pushes through the rest of the week. The East Coast can expect just a little bit of rain for the next couple of days as a front comes through, bringing a little bit of rain. Moving over to our local map, we can see some cloudy, cool weather in our future with temps around the area being just in the upper 50s and lower 60s Monday. It's currently 60 degrees in St. Charles and Maryland Heights and 59 in St. Louis. Moving slightly west, it's 61 in O'Fallon and 60 in St. Peters. We can expect similar temperatures throughout the day with warmer temps coming later this week. Moving forward to the rest of the week, we can see the clouds move away, bringing us sunny skies for the middle of our week. Our morning commutes will be just a little bit chilly with lows in the mid-40s to 50s. The days will warm up with the temps ending in the low to mid-70s. As we move towards the weekend, we'll see just a little bit of cloud coverage when we come back on Friday. That's it for your weather report. I'm Lucas Bose. Back to you.
Since Monday is Halloween, here is a spooky story. Some of the staff at Stifle Theater in downtown St. Louis have reason to believe that the building is haunted. The theater's safety manager shows videos of what he says is the ghost inside of the theater. In one of the photos, some can see bangs and pairs of eyes. Paranormal investigators say the ghost has named herself Rachel. Next time you're at the Stifle Theater, keep an eye out for the singing ghost named Rachel.
The Blues fall to the Montreal Canadiens in Saturday night action, but Lindenwood wins at home over the weekend. Details about the games to come after the break.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go. Excellent. Sorry for this fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
The Houston Astros have tied the World Series against the Philadelphia Phillies. The Astros burst ahead after pitcher Framber Valdez handed the Astros a 7th inning lead. Valdez pitched the Astros ahead of the Phillies 5-2. This win for Houston has tied the World Series 1-1. The Astros and the Phillies will meet again Monday night in Philadelphia for Game 3. The Montreal Canadiens beat the Blues at Saturday night's home game. The Canadiens scored 3 times in under a 5-minute span in the second period. This led the team closer to their 7-4 victory over the Blues. Christian Dvorak's hat trick towards the end of the third period secured the win for the Canadiens. The Blues are preparing to host Los Angeles tonight for the second game in a 3-game homestand. Lindenwood takes the win against William Jewell at the home game over the weekend. The Lions quarterback Kate Brister threw 4 touchdowns and backup quarterback Cole Duggar threw 3. The William Jewell Cardinals fought back and scored 3 touchdowns in the second quarter. It was no match for the Lions, who won the game 64-23. The Lions will travel to play Tennessee Tech this weekend. Football is an important part of students' time on campus. A big part of the football experience is the tailgating beforehand. Lindenwood News' reporter Lucas Bose went out to talk to students about what tailgating means to them.
Tailgates are an important part of football for many fans. Lindenwood fans are getting a treat with improved tailgating experience this year. More planning has gone into this year's events than any other time.
And so we actually started planning the tailgates probably early June, just with our vendors, with our live music, if we were going to have food, just kind of also getting the word out.
Wonder says that there are a lot of moving parts that go into planning the tailgate. She says that after last year's test run, there is much more to expect from Lindenwood's tailgates after their move to Division I.
Each football game this year is going to have some type of theme with it. Like today we are on Family Day, so we do have a lot more vendors, activities, and festivities going on around family-oriented promotion with it.
The extra dedication to the tailgates also has students excited. Last year, students came out in masses to tailgate and support the Lindenwood football team. Senior Joe Kuhn says that the tailgates are a big part of the student culture on campus.
Definitely, I know in my social group as well as a lot of the other ones around me, coming together as a unit for the football team, that's something that we can all rally behind and really gives us a great reason to be here.
The event's biggest population is students. Sophomore Spencer Barr says that students this year are all on the same page when it comes to the tailgates. He says they are all very excited for the season to come.
Tailgating brings everybody together. It's a really great form of unification. I think that tailgating overall is just a great way to get everybody involved. Some people are very scared to meet new people, and this just gives them something to do and just come together.
With an increase in dedication and more activities than ever before, Lindenwood students are hoping for a fantastic year of tailgating. With Lindenwood News, I'm Lucas Bose.
That's it for sports. I'm Jessica Spivey. Back to you.
That's it for this edition of Lindenwood News. I'm Daniel Matt. Thanks for watching.